Hi Year 2, welcome back to another story time. So I've got another book for us to read together today, and it's one of our favourite books, not from Year 2 but actually from Year 1. So I'll give you a few clues. It involves a monster and something to do with the weather. Can you guess the title of this story? You're right, it is My Friend the Weather Monster. So if you want to now, you can pause the video and you can tell your parents, your carers, your brothers, your sisters what you can remember about this book before we read it. But for now, let's get started. So, My Friend the Weather Monster. In a dark, dreary cave high on a mountain lived the Weather Monster. When he felt happy, the sun shone. When he felt sad, it rained. And it had rained a lot lately. Look, there's the Weather Monster. He's definitely looking sad. How can we cheer up the Weather Monster and get some sunshine? Asked the soggy villagers down in the valley. Let's make him a cake, cried Tom, the baker's boy. Great idea, everyone agreed. But they were all too frightened to deliver it. There's Tom, thinking of his great idea. Early the next morning, shaking with fear, Tom climbed up the mountain. He carried a huge cake in his backpack. Tom reached the monster's cave. He was about to ring the bell when a soft voice surprised him. Hello, said the Weather Monster. My name's Ron. What's yours? Eek! Yelped Tom. Pleased to meet you, Eek, said the Weather Monster. Would you like some tea? Okay, said Tom. And I've brought you a cake from the village. The Weather Monster smiled, and the sun came out. Why hasn't anybody come to visit me before? Asked the Weather Monster. Well, they think you're a bit scary, said Tom. Oh, sniffed the Weather Monster. So why did they send me a cake? Because they wanted to cheer you up, said Tom, and get some sunshine. Sunshine? Shouted the Weather Monster angrily. They don't care about how I feel. They just want the right weather. Thunder roared and lightning flashed. Tom was scared. Look at the Weather Monster. He looks furious. So does the weather. Oh, I'm sorry, sniffed the Weather Monster. I didn't mean to frighten you. I just get so lonely up here, and I hope that maybe they wanted to be my friends. I'm sure they do, cried Tom. Come down to the village with me, and you'll see. When the villagers saw the Weather Monster lumbering towards them, they were scared. But then they saw Tom sitting on the monster's shoulders with a big smile on his face. Meet my friend Ron, Tom called. Look at all the villagers. They're looking shocked. One by one, the villagers came out to meet Ron, the Weather Monster, and soon realised that he wasn't monstrous at all, just a bit different. Live here with us, cried Tom, and everyone agreed. Thank you, smiled Ron, but I think I might be a bit big to live here. So, From then on, the villagers took it in turns to visit Ron's cave for tea and cake almost every day. But nobody called him the weather monster anymore. He was Ron, their friend. And the sun shone. There you go, my friend the weather monster. And if you're wanting to do any more learning to do with my friend the weather monster, you could create some other ideas as to what you might have done to cheer up the weather monster, just like Tom did with cake. What else could you have done to cheer up the weather monster? Or you could invent your own weather monster. So this is what this weather monster looks like. Maybe you can put on your green creativity hat and become an artist and draw your own weather monster. So thank you for listening again, Year 2, and I'll speak to you all again soon. Bye!